All of the
Oh my
characters.
fucking goodness, Mark.
What? Yes.
Have you ever, Mark? I'm about to ask you a rhetorical question. You remember the movie Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah. There's a
I.
star to the left.
Uh, okay.
The left.
Huh?
No.
Go back up there.
There was a star piece to the left.
I can literally see
Yes.
it. I can see it. I can. No, no. I hate that. Like that's how I end up feeling about a lot of like RPGs. Is like it turns into this thing where it's like I don't want to fight anymore because like it really just comes down to like, well, it's eating up time. So you've seen Edward Scissorhands, the movie Edward Scissorhands, yeah?
Yes.
I about a week or so ago, actually no, about 2 weeks ago, I had this moment where I could not even close. Alright. I had this moment where I started thinking about close. Oh, that's what I was thinking about. There's a scene in that movie that bothers me to no end. And it has nothing to
Mm-hmm.
do and it has nothing to do with Edward, technically speaking. So do you remember in Edward Scissorhands like what happens toward the end of the movie?
Which part of the movie?
Um like the actual end of the movie. When I say the
Because
actual
like it's one of
end,
those things where I've not seen it in years, so like it's
uh
kind of like a mix. I remember
huh. Okay.
a few things, but not what order they come in.
Oh fuck, I forgot how this works. Um, what does that do? Oh, that's problem. That is a problem.
That is the problem.
Well, so toward the end of the movie, oh my gosh, toward the end of the movie, what ends up happening is, oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember exactly. So if I start like bringing back any like fucking memories, let me know.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe I fucking missed. Never mind. Um, the family is putting up Christmas decorations because this fucking movie takes place during Christmas. So much like Die Hard, it's a goddamn Christmas movie. Just it is what it is. So this is the edge of their world, in case y'all were wondering. Like this is the edge of their world. This is just not set dressing. Mario comes over here and is like, yeah, fuck, I'm almost fell off the goddamn world. So,
There's a part in the fence when you go left. I already did that.
no shit,
There's a
Mark.
star piece when you go left.
I was about to say, god damn it, wrong button. So I think what happens in this part, because I'm really bad at like having these conversations. Also, right, where were you on that one? Fuck.
They didn't tell me about a volt mushroom. It just told me about the star piece. It's also not telling me about the shine sprites.
I think most of them are like pretty like direct. Like, you can... Oh my god. I guess it's this. Also, fuck it. It'd be nice if they just stayed there. Like the Nintendo Switch can definitely fucking uh like hold that piece of shit. But there's a scene toward the end of the movie, because yes, I done said it like 5 times, where I think the little boy, the little brother of the chick, that Edward eventually has a thing for. I forget her name, but I know the actress. Um, yeah, I'm gonna stop the game right now just to tell this story, because there's no fucking way I'm gonna get it out because there's a lot of talking. Um, the kid falls off a ladder And no, that's not what's happening. The boyfriend eventually, like you remember, like eventually, like what happens in the movie is the daughter is away when Edward comes to live with the family. Her boyfriend is a jackass piece of shit fuckface. When they meet Edward, he finds out that Edward knows how to pick locks. So he then convinces the girl to convince Edward to come help him break into his dad's office. And his dad's office, like, once they pick the lock, they get in there, yada, yada, yada. And, like, apparently his dad's office had this super duper security. If you've never seen this movie, it's a clusterfuck. Like, of just ideas. Like, everything that happens in this movie is wild as shit. So the security locks, like, go into place. And, like, it starts going beep, beep, beep. Edward gets trapped in there behind a fucking, like, a metal wall. A metal door. And she's telling, I think, look these people up, dude. Look up the name of the chick who played. Like, look up the people. Like, I don't remember her name, and it's killing me that I don't know. Which might make it hard for you to listen, but still. So she's like, yo, like, you can just tell your dad he's not gonna persecute his own son. He's like, my dad would personally, like, well, my dad would definitely have his own. Like, he's like, you know, what she said was, it's not like your dad's gonna have his own son arrested. My dad would definitely have his own son arrested. So like, she breaks up with him after he sets Edward up to fail. He's upset. He gets drunk, and he decides he's gonna go back over to her house and make her pay or make her take him back. That's the plan. Her little brother is out on the street.
The fucking names are Jim and Kim.
No, man, I meant the actors.
No, I know that, but it's just funny to me that their fucking names are Jim and Kim.
That they're that lazy. Yeah, man, you gotta see that movie again. It makes sense because that neighborhood is disturbing.
Winona Ryder. That's who that is. Fuck. Like, cause she's fucking in Beetlejuice. Anthony Michael Hall is Jim.
Yeah, I don't care about nobody else. No offense, but I really don't. And like I'm taking you on a ride to explain why what the dude says what he says, and that's the disturbing line. So the little boy is out in the street. I forget what he's doing, but the boyfriend is driving drunk. I think either he's driving drunk or his friend is driving drunk, and they're like jumping the curb and they're about to hit the little brother. Edward runs out to like dive tackle the brother out of the way, but his hands are made of scissors. So in the process of trying to save the kid, he ends up like cutting his face a little bit, and everybody just sees, you know, giant Scissorhands man, like just touching this little boy's face, which in general, like, that's reason to jump on a guy if you just see him touching a little boy's face out in public. And so like everybody turns on Ed after he's like kind of become a part of the community. Like he's kind of finding out that like it doesn't matter how they treat you, like how they treat you on the, like, you know, outwardly, but yada yada yada. Y'all get where I'm going with this. So I think the dog
it's all an allegory for the Frankenstein movie, or Frankenstein, the story of Frankenstein.
Is it really, or is that some shit? Is that some shit you made up, or is that something you read?
No, that's actually the thing. Is like it's inspired by Frankenstein.
Delightful. So Edward runs off. Everybody in the neighborhood. I would like to point out that like it's not like a city block. It's a I almost called it a cavalcade. It's a cul-de-sac. It's straight up a cul-de-sac. It's one fucking street. There is like the way the movie is shot, you don't see houses behind houses. So there's not like multiple streets. It's not like a city street. It's not like a neighborhood. It's literally this pastel ass cul-de-sac neighborhood. And he runs away. And if I'm not mistaken, he runs away because I think Winona tells him to run away. Because she's like, they're gonna like da-da-da-da-da. So he's very upset and he runs off, right? There's a scene after, if I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it has to be because the line doesn't make sense otherwise. So the little brother, I think, is out like trying to find Ed. They tell the sister to stay home in case he comes back. So the little brother is fucking walking down the sidewalk. I don't remember if he's walking a dog, but it's not relative. And there's an old man from the neighborhood. Now this alone bothers me. He's sitting in a lawn chair in front of his open garage at night. Now, I'm not one to go out at night. Like, if I go out at night, I'm going directly to the car. But I ain't got it in me to like to walk the streets at night. I don't even like taking the trash out at night. I don't fuck with nighttime. Just straight up. I don't. So the idea of this old man just sit, like in the garage light is like all the way on. And he's just sitting there, just out in the night air. Which I think is fucking creepy. So as the little boy walks by, what happened, the exchange goes like this. Hey, did they find him? And the little boy, the brother is like, fuck are you talking about? And he takes his hands up and he does like claw crabs. He goes like, you know, the cripple.
What?
I shit you not. You know, the cripple. And the little brother is like, yep, I'm leaving. And the line that fucks with me is as follows. All right, you let me know if they do. Like a good boy. I throw up every time I hear that line. Like a good boy. I don't know what it is specifically about that line that ruins my soul. But it, like, a part of me feels like he touches little boys. He touches kids. Like, that old man
it's very much something that, like, would only come out of a pedo man's face. That's
yes,
all
like,
I can
and it's not like, hey, you know, be a good lad and let me know if they catch him. No, it's let me know if they do.
Like a good boy.
Like a good boy. Like first off, the cripple. Wow, what a line! What a line! Also, these fucknuts put Edward in a waterbed. I don't know if you remember that, but in that fucking movie,
I don't.
Like when she goes and like gets him from his house, because the wild part is like every house in the neighborhood is very pastel as fuck. Yes, I've stopped the episode. I don't care. No one's watching. It's just me and the homie chilling. Fuck off. Like every house in the neighborhood is incredibly pastel, saccharine as shit. But at the end of the street, like it's like a T section. And on the other side, the top of the T section, is like this dark, like slate gray mansion looking fucking place with big spike. It's very Tim Burton.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever seen a Tim Burton thing, like
it looks
this
like
is something that screams Tim Burton.
Yeah, Tim Burton put this together. Yeah, so like she's selling Avon, and she decides like, well, I haven't made any sales today. I'm gonna go to this house, and she eventually finds Edward upstairs. And I want everybody to understand, like how can he live with only scissors for hands? He's clearly an android. Like they don't explain that explicitly in the film, but he's a fucking android because he doesn't eat.
Like he's not a real boy. He's just like
but he's an automaton. He's an automaton.
But not like a monster.
No, he's an automaton.
Yeah.
Like he was literally put together from like machine parts, and he just happens to have a human face, and his creator died before he was given human hands. And so she doesn't just come in the house. She comes in the house, she's like, hey, Avon, and like nobody answers, and then she goes all the way upstairs, because white people do not mind invading your fucking privacy, goes all the way upstairs, and he's in like this like aviary attic type place. It's really hard to describe. And like he's in the corner of the room, because I'm assuming that when he was living in the house, he didn't really do shit. Like the only thing Ed did was go down and like keep up the topiaries. That's about it. And so he walks towards her and he has like the things, and she's like, you know, put your weapons down. And he puts his arms down, and like she eventually realizes like, oh fuck, your hands, they're scissors. And so like he has like cuts all over his face because his hands are scissors. And she's like, I'm gonna take you home because white people are fucking weird. So she takes him home and she's like, I'm telling y'all the plot of this movie at this point. She takes him home and she's like, you can stay in my daughter's room because she's away with her friends. And she has a fucking waterbed. And what ends up happening is he's laying in the bed, not asleep, like in like pajamas, because she gave him pajamas. If you've never seen this movie and you don't know what Edward Scissorhands looks like, for the love of God, go watch this goddamn movie. So he's in the bed with his arms like in S formation. So his elbows are bent and his hands are going straight, downward. Like toward his fingers are pointing towards his toes. Well, the daughter comes home early. She freaks him out. He scares the ever living fuck out of her. And so his hands go down suddenly. And he just starts fucking perforating this goddamn mattress. And then for the life of me, like, that's it.
I mean, because he's just flailing because he's
because he got scared.
What's going on?
Yeah, he got scared. Maybe she isn't here. Yeah, because we're playing a video game. Y'all remember that part? I wonder if she went for a walk in the woods. I'm saving.
But the only main things I remember like vividly from that movie is the shot where he's touching Vincent Price's face and the blood's.
Is that who that was? Face.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought Vincent Price was fat.
No,
I did not know that was Vincent Price. Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's after he dies. Because it doesn't look real at all. Yeah. Like the blood on his face doesn't look real.
Not at all. And the other thing I remember is him, doing the topiaries in the town. That's it.
Do you remember the part where he almost got raped?
Yeah, actually I do remember that.
This movie's
and it just glanced over. It just glanced over like, oh yeah, that's just something that happens.
Because the thing is, like, the lady in that lady in that neighborhood, that's just who she is. She's their Blanche. Like,
oh, that's how she is,
Anyway, Madame Fleury, hello. If you're here, say something. I'll make this episode extra long, so it's not like mostly Edward's. Eek. No, out of the question. You mustn't come in here. No, sweetie, no. Madame Fleury. I don't know who it is. Is that you? What are you doing? I'm trying to bust this nut. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a moment. Those darling squishy little footsteps. Is that you, Punio? Oh, it's been an age since I saw you last. You poor dear. Is there something you need? Well, there is. The thing is, we have a problem. The great tree's entry hole is blocked. My puny friends are trapped inside, so they're in a pickle, and Mario needs these crystal stars. It's a train wreck, really. That's why we came here. That's why we need you to come with us and help find the secret entrance, Madame Fleury. Oh, is that all, dearie? You came all the way here just for that? My adorable little Punio. You know I would do anything in my power to help you. However, lamentably, I am in a bit of a bind myself. I just cannot come out. Gee, is something wrong? It's somewhat embarrassing, but... Oh, the necklace. Alright, it's literally on screen, so I don't get points for that. But I never go out without my favorite necklace. I just can't find the blessed thing. The blessed thing, that's how you say it in Southern. Blessed, not blessed. I suspect I dropped it on my daily constitutional. I'd be simply scandalized if anyone saw me without it, so I shan't be going out. I absolutely must have that necklace to highlight my beauty, and that's that. Gee whiz, must be some nice necklace, huh? Hang on. You know what? It's weird. I'm sure I heard someone talking about a necklace. What's that? Do speak up. You, whoever just spoke. Do you have some clue as to my necklace's whereabouts? If you do, you must help me, please. Be a dear. Find it and bring it back to me. After that, I will most certainly join you and help my squishy little friend Punio. Don't worry, Madame Fleury. I'm sure Mario can find your necklace. Word is, he's super. You can do it, right, Mario? Sure.
Nah.
Great, it's decided. Then let's go find it. I'm sorry to trouble you so. It's no trouble at all, ma'am. It's a video game, and video games require me to play them until I'm done. But I do. Oh, cutscene. Bedlam, I told you. You blamed me for losing the sketch, but you had it. Silence, you twit. Now is not the time to get hung up.